Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
I got you.
Oh, got him.
Too many of those will put a bounty contract on your head.
Dead now.
Never call boss.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message.
Oh, so my guy don't want to pick up. All right. I'm gonna try to call him back one more time. He must be working on a short film or something.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Drake! I'm a tips. Wake your ass up. The opportunity is here. Go get the bag. Alright.
Let me check this phone to see who been disturbing my peace. Gracious. Hold up. I gotta make sure my eyes ain't playing tricks on me. Wait a minute. $250,000? That text message say I have 21 days to create a short film. Ridiculous. Who do they think I am? Jerry Bruckheimer? $250,000? I can definitely use that right about now. Now I just gotta figure out who's gonna participate in this film. There's a lot of people that owe me favors, so let me reach out to them first and see if they can come through for me. I'm gonna get that back.
Yeah, he could have got that 10-10 today, boy. Could have let me have it, at least. Great. Oh.
The latest in Carolina, Adam.
Well, Lord, Dave Canales, the Panthers head coach, announced that Bryce Young is...
I definitely want to hear that shit there. They benching that Bryce Young for Andy Dalton. I mean...
I don't want to hear these.
Man, it ain't got to be like that, bro. Well...
Get you a little drink.
Damn, bro.
Little white boy. Ooh. You ain't got no some jacks or whatever.
Come on, man.
Put the chips in the pot so I can take the whole.
You reckon?
Mm-hmm.
My bet. Let 5.
I'm gonna plan your future, boy. You Mo, get rid of a campground.
At least that'll be something to look forward to. Damn, cold food in there.
Who else call the campground is here, boy?
Man. Everybody, man. I talked to D-Cobb. I tell you, I don't know. I know one person might not be coming. And Boss King Troy Fitness. Over there to the country, there's something going on. Somebody got to be there every day for that food to go out of the country, but I don't know.
I'm lying.
I'm serious. Shit, you don't know about stuff.
I don't believe that.
All right, let me call her. I'll let you know. Hold on.
I'm gonna let you know right now. Don't call me talk about no Dallas Cowboys or no Dak Prescott. Anything else we can talk about. So, state your business.
Hey, man. Ain't nothing going on. Sitting there, get my ass kicked in poker. See if you going out to the campground, boy.
If you must know, I'm actually about to head to the campground. Hello? Hello? You still there?
Hold up. Listen to this, Pew. Say it again?
Say that again. What? That I'm going to the campground?
Told you, nigga.
Am I on speakerphone?
Yeah, because this is unbelievable. You definitely on speakerphone.
Why you got me on speakerphone, man? Who you over there with?
Ain't nobody but Pew.
I see why you losing in poker. I stopped playing poker with Pew when he started guessing my hand. But you're a grown man. I can't tell you what to do. Since you called me, I might need y'all help.
What you got?
What you got?
I got a project that I need to complete about the campground. So if y'all are interested, show up at the campground no later than 5 p.m. and report to tent number 17. You might see a film crew out there and cameras and people with microphones. So the project is around teaching everybody about the history about the campground.
That's fun.
All right now, if you're gonna come, I need you to come. When I get out there, if I don't see you, I ain't gonna call you to remind you of nothing.
Now, why you got to be so nasty, negative, dog? We gonna be there. We gonna show up for you. And for so many places we can be in the country anywhere. We got you.
I'm just saying, man, y'all got a history of not doing what you say you're gonna do sometimes. So I'm just wanna put that out there for you. All right, I'm gonna let you get back to y'all poker game. But if I had 2 jacks right about now, I would fold. I would not go all in. But hey, why do I know, right? All right, man, I'll see y'all. Hopefully. Later.
I call.
Man, I know you got them damn jacks over there.
What the hell you got?
Kings?
Damn Cowboys. I'll put that.
Man, I don't know if them fellas are gonna show up or not. So I can't really depend on them. I'm pretty sure I can find some people to participate in this film. People love the idea of being a movie star. But I still need an interviewer though. Someone who ain't afraid to talk and someone who the people won't turn down. I know who I can get. Let me call right now.
What's going on?
Hold on one second. Boy, I can smell food through my phone. You must be cooking.
You know it. Always. It's some story of my life. Cooking life. Always, man.
I knew it. I knew it. Wait. Let me look at the time. Let me look at the date. Let me find a store to pull over right quick. I'm about to put these numbers in.
What's up, man? What you got going on?
I actually just got on the road a few minutes ago. I'm about to head down to the country and then swing on by the campground.
What? Who dead? Somebody died, what?
Y'all ain't gonna play me like I don't go home like that. Just because I don't broadcast every time I go home, don't mean I don't go home.
Man, no. I know you don't know on the ground to the country like that. That's why I'm asking you that. So what's going on?
The reason why I'm calling, it's time for you to cash in on that favor that you owe me.
Favor?
Yeah, favor. What? You got amnesia now? You don't recall you owe me a favor or something?
Oh, man. Boy, tell you, I was sitting there cooking right now, man.
I don't recall asking you what you're doing right now. I mean, that's kind of irrelevant. When you needed my help a few years back, I stopped what I was doing. I ain't questioned you. I knew that my homie needed me, and I was there. And then this is what you told me. You said, hey, man, anytime you need that favor, man, just call me up. Anytime. Well, anytime is here today, bro.
Well, you got in a tight spot. You're right.
Tight spot? Well, you better untighten that spot. Care about you being in a tight spot.
All right, bro. What you need, man?
Now you're talking my language. That's the attitude that I needed when I first tell you I called about my favor. I need you to go to the campground and go to tent number 17. There's going to be a cameraman there waiting on you with instructions, and I'm going to leave 2 microphones there for you.
2 microphones?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2 microphones.
So where you could be at if you could leave it there?
Whoa, hey, you asking one too many questions. My whereabouts is not your concern. Your only concern need to be cashing in on that favor you owe me, partner. And with those 2 microphones, I just need you to make your way around the campground, and I need you to test our people on their campground knowledge. You think you can handle that? Hey, besides cooking, there's one other thing that you're good at, and that's talking. But you don't like to shut up, and you don't know when to shut up. So I figure you and the microphones got a great relationship together. You feel me?
I need to go right now?
Yes. I need you to go right now.
All right, man. Well, let me cut my pots off and everything, man. I was cooking, man, and then I'll be there, man. Give me about 10 minutes, man.
10 minutes? Hey, you tripping. Can I count on you?
Yeah, you can count on me, bro. Gotcha. Shouldn't answer that phone, man. I knew it was something. Hey, I'm busy right now. Now I got to stop and go do that for him. Boy, I don't like the way he just talked to me, boy. I don't know who he think I am. Got his people mixed up. But you know what? I do owe him a favor. God, it's crazy, boy. People think if they do something for you, you gotta do something back. It's crazy. Whew. Just tired. But I'm gonna do him this favor. That's my boy. I got it.
How you doing? All right, all right.
Hey, look, what? I haven't been out here since I was like 7.
So you got 7.
7.
I know, I have no idea what I'm doing here, Kentney. I'll start the fire though. You want to see the fire? I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my God, I think I did it. Look, I think I did it. I think I did it. Look, I think I did it.
Yeah, everybody's wrong.
Mr. Allen.
A city girl.
You know, I ain't talking. I'm gonna just say, hey, hello. That's all I got.
I knew you talking.
A city girl did that. Recognize a city girl. That's the husband I married 20 years later. A city girl did this, y'all. Just saying.
What's up, man? I got you. What's up? What's good, man? I'm good, man. Huh? Rico. I got you, bro. Look, I got you 2 ways.
Yeah, I see you.
I got you 2 ways. Yeah.
They have another sister named Look and Look or Aunt. I don't know that.
Which county is Shady Grove Campground located in?
Dorchester County.
Oh, you own it.
Dorchester.
Dorchester. You own it, brother. St. George is a city.
Dorchester.
You got it. I hear you, girl. Okay.
Dorchester County.
All
I know
right.
that one.
Which county is Shady Grove Campground located in?
Dorchester.
That will finalize your interview.
Dorchester.
Oh, man, you've been going, but you ain't forgot your history.
Dorchester County, sir.
Okay.
Which county?
What county? Yeah, what county we in?
Wait a minute. Dorchester.
You got it.
Dorchester County, you know. And for the record.
Yes, sir. Talk to me, cuz.
For the record, you know what I'm saying? I've been out here since knee high. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Getting dust brown and everything. We used to have the picture booth over there.
That right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I'm
but we used to have good times.
That's right.
Good time. Fellowshipping.
That's right.
Running around, eating and enjoying one another. I miss those days. It ain't like it used to be, but it's still here.
No
it's
gunslinging, none of that.
No gunslinging, none of that. No fighting, none of that. You may have your little misunderstanding.
That's all right.
We may have some intense fellowship,
right? But
we got it right. They made us got it right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all remember we used to have, that used to be the jail. We used to have a jail where everybody jump, we throw them in there. I remember that too. But overall, love it. Love it. Still having the Holy Ghost filled time.
Right.
Still love it. Those who don't know nothing about Campground in Shady Grove, y'all need to come on out. As a matter of fact, next year gonna be the 155th year. You come on out. Come out for that one double nickel. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And also come to Tent Folk, because right there, it's going down. We got everything in there. You know what I mean? Come check your girl out. Peace.
What type of call opens the meeting on a ceremonial horn? Think about a horn that goes out anytime you celebrate. A horn. What kind of horn be blown when a celebration about to start?
It's the horn that's blown here?
Well, here, but just in general. You own it. That's the answer.
On a ceremony horn?
What type of call opens the meeting on a ceremony horn? Think about it. A horn. What kind of horn normally blows?
I can't think of Mr. Shell Hornwood. I can't think of the name of it.
What kind of horn would you call that? Just a horn.
I call it a trumpet almost.
Oh man, Bill, you own it. Keeping you ain't playing no
way. I still remember when we was young.
Okay.
It's the trumpet.
Trumpet.
Trumpet. That's right.
Trumpet. That's what it is. I don't know the name of that horn, but is the ram horn?
You can get some help. You can get
the horn. What kind of call?
What kind of horn is it?
Oh, that's one of our, and I just learned that, but we used to call it a bullhorn, but there is actually a technical term to that horn, which is housed in the great-great-grandson's home of Mr. Caesar Wolf. What's that horn called?
Shield.
It's before him, but they said, but there's actually a technical name to that horn, a leaf or something, or...
It's on the band. What kind of horn is on the band? It's a horn. It's a name to the horn, though, itself. I know they created that, but it's a horn for. There you go. It's a trumpet.
That's new school, but we call it
girl,
that
I'm gonna give you a happy face, girl.
But the trumpet, honey, I know this tradition.
Trumpet.
Okay, then you wanted the technical. You wanted the new school term.
That was the name.
It was a trumpet. Hold on now. Don't try to.
Take your time.
I got the name of that horn.
Your aunt sent us over here. So
she's trying to be funny. Because I won't promote her. I won't promote her.
I'm
going to just say this here. When the horn blows, we know it's celebration. Holy ground about to pop off. We about to have us a good Holy Ghost-filled time. You know what I mean? That's all I can tell you. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what it was? She got it. See, she helping you.
Hey, that's what we do. We family.
That was a trumpet.
We family.
Boy, we got some smart people out here.
Yeah, don't try to play me.
All right. It was a trumpet. You got it.
Hello.
The former slaves first met under blank that was later built into tents. They met under what? What they met under?
Under the tent? Tree. The big tree.
It's called the brush harbor.
The brush harbor, right. It is the tree
harbor?
right here, the big tree.
Because you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff.
A tent.
Getting close. Keep looking. They met under what?
Shed.
Okay. It's called the brush harbor. Brush harbor. Yep. So it said the former slaves first met under the blank that was later built into tents.
You gonna see it.
Under the shade.
On the bush harbor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Right. Oh, wow.
What's all?
Wow.
Under the tree.
It was.
And built it into a church.
It was a tree. I don't remember what kind of tree.
All right.
But it was a tree.
All right. You own it.
Okay.
It is a tree.
All right.
It's called the Brush Harbor. And if you go in the middle of the grounds, that's what that little building is on there, and you can read it.
Okay.
It said the Brush Harbor.
Oh, okay.
So you was on the tree. Same thing.
All right.
They got to build it at the church. They ain't met under
the church wasn't here yet. So.
It wasn't there yet?
No,
they not the church. They didn't call it that. They call it. I know.
And it's on that sign right there. But you ain't over there.
I ain't over there. Yes. So why you ain't ask Frankie?
We done been over there.
Okay. I forgot what it's called.
Is it a rock? They met under the rock?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. They met under the rock.
I know it's not coming to mind. You know.
Something out here that you can go under.
The tree.
You get close now. Yeah, it's a tree. You definitely hit it, really. But it's called the Brush Harbor. That's what's on that sign over there.
Yeah. You want specific. Don't try to blow me out the water now. This family now, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna do you like that,
but it's
family.
all good and good and dandy.
We can put it in the cut.
You can put it in the cut.
You can put it in the cut.
Y'all better cut.
Under a brush arbor. Under a brush arbor.
Under
Shady Grove tree.
You close. You saying a tree. It's right out there in the middle of the ground.
Oh,
what's the name of it?
The rice tree. The rice field. The what? It was a rice. It was a rice field.
Okay.
But under, what are you asking? Under the
if you go look at that sign out there, it's called the Brush Harbor.
Oh, the Brush Harbor, yes. But we grew up as, under that tree and everything, and they cleared the field.
That's right.
And this ground is religious.
It's holy ground.
It's holy ground.
Yes,
There's
ma'am.
no drinking, no smoking, no
Yes,
drugging.
ma'am.
We are honoring that tradition. And if we see it, we have the right to call someone out and say,
do.
hey, we don't do that.
Right. It's right out there.
It's under the tabernacle.
Not the church.
Oh, the little store?
Talk to me. What
Right, the
what the
pine
word
tree.
is, right? You close. You on it. Did you read it, though? It's a name for it. They met under a what? And it's in the field right there. It's out there. Not under the
pine
chapel.
tree.
Well, you know what? I got to give you that. But it's called the Brush Harbor.
The brush harbor.
That's what's on
right.
that sign.
That's what they.
You was close. I had to give it to you.
I took somebody
Right.
over
If
there
you
the
walked
other
there,
day.
you had to see it.
You got that.
It was Brush Harbor.
Okay.
Big tree sitting down front.
Talk to me. What the name of it is?
Big old tree, I think it was.
And you close. It's called the Brush Harbor. It's right there on that sign. You know what you was talking about.
Yeah.
It's at a big old tree.
Yeah,
Hey, that probably was the oak tree. You talking about the one with them pecans falling?
It wasn't no picture.
Oh, okay. I'm just asking.
I know that razzle was big, though.
Who gave Shady Grove Campground its name?
I know that.
Do y'all know what this land is built off of? Come on, just try. Just think about think about where you at, and think about what probably happened back then.
Slavery?
Doggy brother, you owned a group of former slaves. You exactly right.
I mean,
See what I'm saying?
you
It's not that
can
bad.
tell by the
You
building.
can look at it.
Right.
It was Mr. Cecil Wolf.
Okay. So he was in the group of the former slaves.
That's correct.
All right. Well, that's the answer. You was on it.
His name?
What gave
Was it a Mr. Wolf?
I
But
ain't
it's
never
the
knew that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never knew that.
Okay, what it was built off of, though. Think about back then. Who was out there? I know you know that.
Who was out there?
What kind of people was here at
Black
the time?
people.
Black people, and what it was. They were what at the time? Were they business owners or they were?
No.
What were they?
They weren't business owners.
It was what?
Slaves.
Okay.
Okay.
So it was a group of former slaves.
Uh-huh.
And what the guy name was? Everybody keeps saying.
Caesar Wolf.
He was one of the
I
slaves.
should have known that, because that family, that's on
Yes,
my tree.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, God,
Just the
Jesus.
last one.
The slaves that they see some
One person. Every time we keep walking around, they keep saying one person name that was in that group.
Cecil Wolf.
That's the name they keep calling. You on it. Who gave Shady Grove Campground its name?
Oh, and it probably was my great-great-grandfather.
Think about back
Caesar
then.
Wolf.
You on it, brother. A group of former slaves. Who gave Shady Grove Campground its name?
Wasn't it Wolf? No. What it was? It is Wolf. Well, Wolf?
It's a group of people. Think about back then. Who was back then? I mean, it was people, but what they was called? You got it, brother. That's a group of former slaves.
Who gave Shady Grove? Mr. Caesar Wolf, and then also the man that he shared it and gave it to us for helping him clear his field.
You was on it. Mr. Caesar was a group of the former slaves.
He was a group
So
of the
definitely,
former
but
slaves.
everybody called his name. That's the name I heard
All day.
throughout the whole campground. Mr. Caesar. That's the man.
Caesar. Oh, yes. Oh, but that
That's
goes
the
without saying. He's the legend. He's
Right.
the honor. He's the tradition. He is the anchor.
Right.
He's the institution.
Right.
And again, this is about the ex-slave Cecil Wolf. And Cecil Wolf, I don't know if you're aware, we're in Rosenville and St. Mark. St. Mark was the only black church in this whole area for many years in the 1800s. And this week, St. Mark is 155 years. And today, Shady Grove is 154. And what was happening, Cecil Wolf used to walk about maybe 10 to 12 miles with his family. And he would walk with his family and he would have his members with him. And, you know, back then there was walking, but it was a walk because back then the only thing they did was praise God. So walking to them is like driving to us because they got where they was going so fast because they was giving God the praise. So, but there was a stopping ground and a stopping place. And the stopping place was here. And everything out here again was rice. And rice was the great finance for not being racist or anything like that for the white man, because this was an ex-rice plantation. And the man who owned it, his name was Sam Knight. And Mr. Knight saw Cecil Wolf and his family because they stopped here and they went in those pine trees. If you notice them pine trees outside, the pine trees, it was raining a lot, so they were looking for a shelter. And so what do the pines do? They shelter you from the rain. And then they used to go on Sundays, and when it was too hot, they still went under those there. And they used to have their services here in a little bush. And they used to go under there to do their service. And it was shielding them from the sun. And when it was shielding them, it was the shade. And that's how they came up with Shady Grove. And this is why. So now if you think about it, and you see back there on the piano, that was the tent that they had built for their sanctuary. That was their sanctuary. And if you notice, they don't have boards, but if you think about it, it's the same sanctuary as out here. And the only thing they did is add the boards to it. And the thing about it, with Mr. Cecil Wolf, and what they did, when they pull up their pants and the women pull up they wore the long skirts and everything, they pulled it up and then they harvest this rice because Mr. Sam Knight did not want to lose his rice because that was his money. So the only thing Cecil Wolf, he was glad when Mr. Sam Knight said, I'll give you this land for religious purpose only. So back then, what did you have from the white man? Their word of mouth. So we had no lawyers, so the word of mouth, and Mr. Sam Knight, once they did that, he did not lose his crop. He gave him this land. And when he built that sanctuary, Mr. Cecil Wolf was ever so happy. And the thing about it, think about it, 154 years, Cecil Wolf was under them same trees that you're walking under now. And this is why it's so important that we engage young people, because Cecil Wolf still had descendants out here. His descendants today is Mr. Jerome Jones. He's the chairman out here and the head trustee. And the thing about that, Cecil Wolf he already gone. And think about it, Mr. Jones gonna go too. And who do you have to carry on? It have to be young people. And this is why we engage young people, because you don't know where you're going until you understand where you came from. And this is why we want the young people to be engaged in this. So think about it. This is some rich, powerful land. And who you think want this land now? And what you think they try to do? They're trying to find loopholes to get this land. They was trying for many years. But the thing about it now, thanks to these three women here, they took it to court before they passed. And it's in the courts that no one can get this land. But that's not going to stop them from still trying to get the land. But guess what? If the young people don't understand this land, and if they don't understand the history of this land, they are going to try to take this land. So this is why we try to engage young people to be a part of this. You walking on the same ground Cecil Wolf is walked on. And the thing about it, you see these little tents out here? They're like paradise and gold. No one can get a tent out here. It's got 20 to 30 years waiting to get a tent. You cannot get a tent because it's generation to generation to generation. And the only way you can get a tent out here is two ways. If you violate the guideline, if the trustee come to your tent, if you drinking or you fighting, you will lose your tent automatically. And not only for everybody, the trustees too. We can lose it just as well, because you got to have some standards and some guidelines to keep order. And from Monday to Friday, this is all about religious purposes. Like this little tent here, this little store here, and the tent and the stores outside at 7:30 everything have to be closed because you got to honor the religious purposes. They will not let you have it open until Saturday and Sunday. That's when you can open this, and that's when you can you can enjoy family, friends, and everything. But you got to know the rich history of it. You got to understand it. You got to get the young people engaged so they can understand. Don't let nobody take this, because right now nobody can take this from us. No one can take this because it belongs to us, and we don't want to give it to anyone. So that's why it's so vital and so important. And this is why we're telling people, tell everybody about it. Let people know what this is all about. Next year is our 155, and what we trying to display back then, they wore the long dresses and the hats and the gloves. So we trying to create that for next year for 155, so we can go back into time. Think about it. You walking the same ground this man walked on with his family, with his slaves. So that's why it should make you feel proud. That's why it should make you feel good that this is ours and nobody can take it. It is rich. It's good history. It is excellent history. And we need to keep this so nobody can take it from us. So tell your people, tell the family, tell everyone about this, because we want everyone to come out next year. And that's why we're selling our little memorabilia to help us create what we need to create for next year. So that's the great history about a rice plantation to holy grounds. That's what it's about. So thank you so much.
All right. Well, welcome to the Courtney Show. Today we have a father, a United States Marine Corps veteran, Army National Guard veteran, jungle warfare trained, 2017 Spartan Race finisher, and the founder of King Troy Fitness and Films. We have Troy Allen here today. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Good. Am I leaving anything else out?
Let's see. Yeah. Got to say how handsome I am.
Yes, you do look very handsome. You do.
All right. Sure, I might want to have you read that again.
Okay, Mr. Troy. Well, you are here today to tell us a little bit about Shady Grove Campground. What can you tell us about Shady Grove today?
Oh, wow. You never heard of me?
No, never heard of Shady Grove.
Let's see. Shady Grove Campground.
It's a historic event that happens every October, and it's a type of event where it's a religious event, and families just come together all over, just to have fun, fellowship, and stuff. That's the basic that I can tell you. I'm not a historian, but if anyone wants to learn about it, they should visit the historical center at the campground, and you get all your questions answered. So that's just a brief synopsis of what I can say about it.
Very interesting. And where is Shady Grove actually located? Like what state?
South Carolina.
South Carolina, South Kakalaki. All right. Now, how long has Shady Grove Campground been around?
Oh, that's a great question.
You know what? I was studying for it, but I forgot the year. But I tell you this though.
This past year, it's been going on for 154 years.
Wow.
So if anybody y'all want to do the math, y'all can figure out, 2025 minus 154, and you'll find out what year that is.
So you got to do math first.
I can't do the math right now. But
it's been around for a long time, and it's a historical site. Absolutely. Wow, in South Carolina. That's amazing. What does the campground mean to you? And what does it signify?
Well, it have different meanings. Let me take you back to childhood. Me growing up, it meant fun. Because I had to go play with schoolmates, get to run around, get dirty, get your clothes dirty, and just have fun, and family come home. So one thing about whenever the campground happened, sometimes we don't see our family members until campground. So to me, it signifies history, like Black history. And as I've grown up and I'm starting to learn about the history of it, I have a more respect of it, and kind of be like, kind of really hone in on it and try to focus on it. So
yeah. So would you say it's kind of like a reunion because it reunites people and bring people back together in that historical site?
yeah, so it's more like a community family reunion.
Okay.
For the community
In that
down there.
area. That's amazing. Yes. Now, have you taken your daughter to the campground before?
No, and it's coming. I'm gonna take her this year. This usually, she had other different things around that time, but I look forward to this year. I probably gonna be able to take her out so she can kind of see, where I grew up at.
Yeah, I get that experience and learn about that history. Now, could you share some of the most memorable experience at the campground?
Past
you shared
or
a
present?
little bit. What about a past experience?
Oh man,
Something that really stands out to you, even like when you were a child.
Well, I could take it back to to middle school. This one was funny here. Where I grew up, right? There wasn't long distance calling yet.
Mm-hmm.
So long distance calling came about, I don't know, early 90s maybe. So me and my brother, you go to campground, you see other kids, you see other girls. So we saw these girls, and we ain't had no phone numbers, but your house had phone numbers. So my brother decided to get some phone numbers from some other girls that was in different camps.
This is before the cell phones.
Yeah, this is before cell phones.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, we got the numbers and we called them, of course.
So y'all was hooking up at the campground, the historical
Something like that.
site. Y'all there.
We didn't know what we was doing.
Getting phone numbers. Okay.
So we called the numbers and my mother get the phone bill and she just go crazy. Like I can't repeat what she was saying, but that phone bill was high because of the long distance calling. And back then they charged you by the minute. And I forgot what the rate was, but it was extremely high. And me and my brothers, we were scared that we didn't know where it was gonna go, because that phone bill was high. And it's not like it was really long distance. It was the next county over, but because they got the different area codes, they consider long distance. So yeah.
Well, my times have changed.
Yeah. And another story, right? One of my friends grew up. One of our friends I grew in high school with. So we all met at the campground, and at the time, most of the roofs had shingle roofs. So boys being boys, we threw everything from football to sticks to rocks or whatever we gonna pick up. So he decided to pick this shingle up from the ground, right? Come on, put that shingle down, man. And then he slung it like a frisbee, right? So he slung it like a frisbee. It went up in the air, and at the same time, there were some ladies and people going into the church in the middle, and the shingle hit the top of her head, and all you heard was "oh!" And the old lady fell down. We took off running.
Oh no, that poor old lady.
So I'm not. Well, she was okay.
Was she okay? Okay.
Yeah, she was. After we ran through the tents and circled back round, we found out she was okay. But yeah, we were scared. But that was funny.
I bet that was something. Look, boys will definitely be boys.
Yes.
But that sounds
country boys. Yeah.
That was an experience. That poor lady. I hope she's doing okay today. But yeah, that was something. Y'all was bad.
Hey, I wasn't traded for nothing.
I bet. And at least you still remember that. That's something you still remember. Now, before we leave, is there anything that you would like to share with the audience?
Anything I'd like to share? I want to say one thing about my people, when the camera's rolling, you ain't got to do no coaching. You ain't got to say action. They just perform. So what I mean by that was this past year at the campground, there was a lot of people coming up because they saw the cameras. And they just be like, hey, I got something to say. Or hey, look what I can do. So there's a lot of dancing, to their favorite songs. Some do it a cappella. Some people do it with the music. They don't even know the words, but they just saw that they could be on camera and, they want to perform. Listen to the stories.
Check this out. Y'all know of me. You just don't know me. I don't mess with that fool, man. Anyway, this guy right here got me going crazy. I try to keep up with Shirley. They keep this nigga here for running me crazy. They say his name is Tootery. Right, and your name is Toot. So they call us Toot and Tootery. Right? Toot and Tootery. Yeah. So what's the deal? Nobody can touch us. Nobody can touch us. Yeah. Right? That's right. Toot and Tootery. If so, we'll call Shirley. Right, where's Shirley at? Okay. Cut it, brother. No, okay. I wanna wait till the midnight hour, and our love tumbling down. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour, and our love begin to shine. I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you, and do all the things I told you in the midnight hour. Yeah, in the midnight hour.
From the campground, it's like a generation. All the tapes are handed down from generation to generation. They've made so many improvements because years before, I'm now 67. When I was a little girl, my mom would bring us here every year because my grandmother owned this tent. And her sisters and all the children would get together. We only had one entrance into the campground, in and out. A fire broke out at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Children, women, they would sleep. They woke everybody up because back then there were no cell phones. There were no telephones. We were cut off from civilization. The preacher is the one that saved everyone because behind us was only woods. It was only woods back there. So the men got the children and the women, took them to the woods. They tried to fight the fire with the water that we had, but it was constantly burning out. The pastor took a chance in his Volkswagen and ducked through flames, and it was only the grace of God. He got out and went to the fire station to bring the fire department back here to put the fire out. And it was so many tents that were damaged and lost in the fires. And it was getting closer to the women and children that was in the woods. And once they would have got in the woods, we would have all been destroyed because there was no way out. We'd have just been burnt down with the dried trees, limbs and everything. And so they had to build again. And that's when the mindset came. We got land around. We got to push some of these trees away. And now we have about 4 or 5 entries in and out all the way around. So it's safer now for the better.
I have met this family back in 2001, and I have come to Charleston for 20 plus years. But this is my first time coming to camp meeting. Crazy. I love it. I got to learn so many things yesterday about this beautiful community. I am very excited to be part of this beautiful community. And I have my daughter here. This is her first time also. And of course, my hubby was born in this community. So we're just very excited to be here. This is just amazing. Great people, families, great community. I mean, when I'm saying that this is just amazing, never knew about it. So I'm very thankful, grateful to actually getting to meet all of this wonderful, amazing, great place. So Thank you for having me. Thank you for, welcoming me and my family to this great place. And I love you all. And I see you next year and the year after that and after that. So this is going to be a forever for me for now. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Madison Carrington, and this is my first time being at the Shady Grove encampment.
I am Marcico Summers. I'm her father, if you don't know. And this is my first time being back since I was 8.
One of the things that stood out to me was hearing stories about my dad.
Wow.
People coming up to me thinking that they know me. Well, they know me, but I don't know them. And they'd be like, hey, I ain't even seen you since you was 2 years old. I don't know who he is, but they always give me stories about my dad. So hearing those stories about my dad, how they met him and how much fun they had with him, that was one of the things I like to share, was like hearing those stories. And so 2025, mark your calendars. In October, everyone needs to be at the campground. It's an experience that you have to experience in person, and I think that this should be taught during Black History. And also every month, because it is history.
Right.
There's so much.
Black history is American history.
Absolutely. So there's so much history. And I know that there's so many stories that hasn't been told yet.
Exactly.
So we're coming back. We can come back for the whole week. So if we miss you this past year, this year, be there. Be there. And we're captured. Share your story, because I think it should be in every household.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's something that should be shared, and in schools as well. But yeah, so October 2025, Shady Grove Campground is where to be.
It should be the third weekend. I don't have the exact date, but it should be like the third weekend.
Sounds good.
Third weekend, right?
So yes, thank you so much for joining us today. This was a great interview.